Hi everyone, welcome to Sean Burgess Fitness and thank you for tuning in for my latest New Year Revolution workout. So as you can probably tell from the intro, we're going to be working on the ground today primarily. So you just need to get yourself an exercise mat and a little bit of space, but not loads. And then we're going to be doing all of our exercises face up. Okay, so normally we do a lot of stuff on the ground with face down. We're doing a spider, Supermans and cobras and push-ups and planks and all that type of stuff. But today's going to be a little bit different. So I want you to firstly make sure you've got everything set up. And then secondly, just make sure that you've set aside enough time. Remember, this is going to be a half-hour workout. We're going to be really trying to target and primarily strengthen our core muscles. So even on like the cardio bits, we're going to still be using our core to obviously keep us in the right position. We're also going to be working on our strength through the shoulders and also through the arms as well. So we're doing some quite functional exercises today, and there's plan A's and plan B's. So don't worry if you find any of them quite tricky. Okay, so the warm-up is going to be quite straightforward. You're going to be lying on your back. This is a little active dynamic stretch, which I'm sure all of you have done before. If not seen it, feels good. We're just going to go arms at your sides, feet together, knees together, and just roll your knees across your body. Okay, so keeping the feet together and just get that nice stretch into your lower back. Keeping the shoulders pinned to the ground, and then just keep moving across. Okay, that always feels good, doesn't it? Who doesn't like this one? If your back cracks, then that's good, don't panic. All right, so always come back to the middle now. And then from here, I want to take the feet out to shoulder width, so go quite wide, even sometimes past shoulder width. And then just drop your knees down to the ground again. Try and maintain that 90-degree bend on both sides. Okay, so shoulders again stay down on the floor, head stay flat as well. And then just work across the body, aiming to try and get both knees on the ground, which is much easier said than done, as you guys are finding out. Oh, there you go, it's tight on that side. And then last one, it's good. Okay, so from there, come back. I want you to grab both of your knees. Okay, we're going to roll forward, finish with the feet at shoulder width, just touch the toes and then roll back. So basically, roll through, touch, and then roll back. Okay, and then just keep repeating that movement. All right, so that's it. Roll onto your back, roll forward, try and aim to drop your chest through the middle of your legs and your knees. And every time you go through, try and get your hands more over the top. That's good. Superb, like that. That's good. Okay, and on this next one, I want you to just finish at the top, so don't lean back, so just hold it there. Cool. Right, now take your hands away from your feet. I want you to put your hands underneath your shoulders. So if your wrists are strong and you've got no issues there, then just keep your fingers facing forward. And I want you to just lift up. So this is what we call a reverse plank, right? We're going to do quite a few of these today. And I want you to just step one foot in, and then step the other foot in, and then just go for a bit of a walk, basically. So just alternate sides and go one to the other. Just like that. Okay, cool. And 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, right, so that was a little bit of a warm up in terms of just lengthening all the muscles in your body, but that last exercise particularly was just to almost warm you up in terms of getting used to the motor pattern and what we're going to try and do, so the movement pattern. All right, so we're going to try, and from that reverse plank position, try and jump in and out. Okay, right, so if that sounds a bit daunting, don't fear too much, it's not a big jump. We're going to have one leg bent, one leg straight, and you're basically going to be just moving out and landing on your heels. If you find that your wrists are a little bit uncomfortable, place the hands in that sort of side-on position, so sort of 3 and 9 o'clock, and that should be a bit more comfortable, okay? If you find that the jumping is a little bit too much impact, then just step in and step out. Once we've done that, you're going to lie on your back. Legs are going to start slightly away from you, both knees bent. You're just going to bring the right leg up and do a crunch, just like so, okay? Cool, so we're trying to get the chest, obviously, through to the knee. All makes sense, cool. Right, so, guys, are we ready to go? We're going to do the usual format, 30 seconds jumping on the first exercise, followed by 60 seconds of resistance. Pace yourself a little bit on both. Get yourself into position, it's good. One leg straight, one leg bent, and get ready to jump in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you're going through the middle of your body, okay, so we're not doing anything too fancy yet. Keep that going. I'm going to do some different angles here as well. There we go. So that's what we look like. It's all quite narrow. Keeping both feet, both legs in line with the front of your pelvis, your hips. Keep that going. There we go. Go for a bit of a gallop, isn't it, basically? Nice. And 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, so remember what I said, legs slightly away, we're going to crunch, and breathe out at the top in 3, 2, 1, go. So, looking up, make sure we try and meet in the middle. So this is one that's a bit of a slow burner. Well, you could argue it's a quick burner, but it depends on how fatigued again. But just try and make sure that we would maintain good height in terms of how far we can off the ground. So we're trying to get to that nice 30-degree angle at least, the minimum, and obviously we're trying to get the leg back. In terms of like where your leg starts and almost finishes, but more starts, it's always at the point where your lower back wants to arch. Okay, so that should be flat, and if we go about another inch forward, you're going to feel an arch. That's where you need to cut it off, right? So 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, so back up, and the jumps are the same. We're going to do the same thing, second round, the second set. So 3, 2, 1, go. And jump. Remember what I said about your wrists? Okay, so side on if you've got any issues. You can also get sometimes like some dumbbells, just put your hands on, keeps your wrist in a more neutral position, feels a bit more comfortable. So that's another option as well. Okay, but like I said, if you do get issues with your wrists, luckily mine are one of the only areas that does seem to work well. I was saying I have got a fracture in my left one, and relax. Don't get too many issues. So you can always play around with it. All right, so now the left side coming up. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you're wondering why I turned the mat over, by the way, it's because on the other side I forgot that it squelches, so, and makes some quite almost inappropriate noises. So I wouldn't want you thinking I've got some gas problems, because I don't. And actually, in a weird way, it's actually almost more comfortable on this side as well. Just strange. Right, so we're doing well. Meet in the middle, chin off your chest, looking up. Keep going. Doing well. Don't be afraid to exaggerate your breathing as always, okay? It's not an issue. You can always exaggerate if it helps you to remember. Sometimes you can use breathing almost as a cue to remind yourself and remind your body to obviously inhale and exhale at the right time. And 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, cool. Small movement, very effective. Last set, should we go? So ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So keep those feet moving. Nice and quick. I want to see you getting your heart rate up. Looks good. Let's do some different angles. So short, sharp little breaths in and out here. You're not going to be able to take any big inhales. That's not going to work. So just get a breath in and out when you can. Maybe sort of second, third jump. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go this way just to mix it up. So now we're going to just alternate legs. Okay. So right leg, left leg. So 3, 2, 1. And keep going. All right. So remember to look up. Remember to focus on the movement. Focus on keeping your back flat. There's a small rest which follows this one. So you can push yourself through, and you can keep that tension in the core the whole time. You've done really, really well. So it's not easy. It might be a small movement, but it's very effective. Do well. It's good. 15 seconds ago. Nice. It's good. Got 5 seconds ago. 3, 2, 1, and stop. And there we go. Cool. That was a short, sweet round, but I'm sure it's definitely got the heart rate up straight away. Almost as a singular round on its own. It really does get you cool, doesn't it? So now the jumps are going to stay pretty much the same. The slight difference is we're going to jump wider, so your feet are going to be up shoulder width rather than hip width. Okay, so we're just trying to put a bit more gap between the feet. Okay, remember, if you can't jump, step. Okay, so that's just your plan, you just step in and out. Okay? So do what you can. The second exercise, so I kind of alluded to this by accident earlier. This is your reverse sort of box plank position, or a crab, if you like to name it as that. So you're going to be here, and then basically, as we were before, you're going to crunch your one leg, which is going to be the right side. Okay, the arm's going to stay pretty locked out, but we're going to be dropping the chest towards your knee and then pushing back up. Okay, so you will feel this in your triceps as well. All right, remember the wrists. So if that's uncomfortable, we go that way. And if you really just can't get on that position, it doesn't matter if your hips aren't as high as mine, then you can go back and do the crunches that we just did. Okay, cool. All right, enough talk. More action. So we're going to do the jumps for 30 seconds, and we're going to start that in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds, and go. So that's it, just jump it wide. Just like that. Good. Super. Halfway. It's good. Doing well. Just try to stay in the camera shot on Facebook, that is. YouTube, obviously, got a big one. Wider angle. And stop. Okay, right. So into your box plank position, and then right leg to start. So 3, 2, 1, go. Knee to chest. Keep it going. So like I sort of did say, this is actually quite tough in the triceps, okay, this muscle here. So if you do find it quite difficult in regards to like the arms and staying locked out, then you can just lift the leg without doing a little extra dip. But if you can get the extra dip, then go for it, because I'll say it's a bit more integrated in terms of we work more muscle groups and we get more out of the session. But it's not a big deal. Also, just a little extra caveat, you might feel your left glute or opposite leg glute in this position working. Can you feel that? Good. If you can, that's great. It means you're stabilizing through the right areas of your body. And stop. Okay, stop. Get ready to jump again. Give your arms a little shake out, holding yourself along with this round. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So each round is different. Won't be as much like holding up on round 3, or in round 3, I should say. So let's just get through this one best we can. It's 5 minutes. A bit less really, I suppose. It's good. 4.5-ish. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. Right, so you know what's coming. We're just going to switch legs. So hold at the top, left leg coming up. So 3, 2, 1. Careful you don't smack yourself in the chin with your knee, like I almost did there. So try to do as many as you can. And when you start to get fatigued, so like now we're about halfway. You can always go down, shake your arms out, and then come back up if you want, or just carry on, completely up to you. Hopefully your back's not feeling too tight. So if you are feeling it across here, just in the next rest period, have a little stretch out again, do some of the movements we did at the start. Hopefully that's all good. Where we at? 6 seconds ago. Not for the first time over the last 4 or 5 weeks. I completely forgot to turn the radiators off. So it's very warm and toasty in here. So we're going to jump wide, step 3, round 2. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep moving. Almost sounds like I'm banging a tune or something like that. I'm tapping like Morse code. Right, right, keep going. Like to digress, so you digress. Stay focused as well. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Right, so final round should be fairly self-explanatory. We're just going to do 1 rep on each side of the alternate. All right, so are you ready? Good. Right, lift up. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Maybe it's because my glutes may be a bit fatigued, but I don't know you guys, but I can really feel it. Through there. Hips up. Look up. I'm allowed to look at the camera because obviously I'm allowed to rest. No, I'm joking. I need to check obviously you guys are doing it for long enough because I've got a timer and you don't want to do any extra. I don't think. Unless you do. If you do want to do extra, just like leave me a message and I'll add some extra reps on or some extra time. So 10 seconds. Like that. 3, 2, 1, and stop. And rest. Like I said, that one does get you all over, doesn't it? So you should feel it in the arms, you should feel it in the opposite glute, you should feel it in the core, you should feel it everywhere. So have a little stretch in between. Okay, so if you want to take the time, just doing a few knee rolls, slow your heart rate down. That is all good. If you don't want to do that, just chill, give your legs a shake out, have a drink, do what you want to do. You've got about another 20, 25 seconds left. So I'm not going to show you, we'll just get into it, but when we do the jumps, we go too narrow, too wide, okay? Set 1, set 2. When we do the second exercise, we're going to go 1, 2, up we go, 1, 2, and then down, okay? So we're going to alternate between the two, all right? Cool, right. So, you'll see as we go along, we can still theme it, so we're going to do like right side first, and then the left side, and both together. It makes sense. All right, so this one will be the same every time. We're going to, we're going to start jumping in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, wide, wide, middle, middle, wide, wide, middle, middle, wide. There we go. If you want to say a little rhyme in your head as well, just to kind of make it flow a bit more, that's all good. Hopefully the extra movement distracts you from the lactic acid and the soreness in your arms. 3, 2, 1. Okay, right, so that's sort of mentioned. We're just still going to stick to that one-sided thing, that unilateral thing. So right side, middle, and then obviously up to do the same thing. So 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Okay. Hopefully, fairly straightforward. Keep going. There we go. Doing well. Awesome. Just keep it consistent, keep your form. Hopefully, the transitions between the two movements are quite smooth. Remember, when you go into your box, your heels should always be get in line with basically the bottom of your calf, like halfway up your sort of tibia, your shin bone. Okay, so always should be set up correctly. If your feet too far forward, moving too far back, just doesn't quite feel right then. And 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, let's give it a jump again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 2, wide, wide, middle, middle, wide, wide, middle, middle, wide, wide, middle, wide, wide. It's good. Doing well. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's that knocking at the door? Doesn't mind. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare 5 more. That's like that, isn't it? And 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, all right, cool. So I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to use the camera. All right, one of each, left side. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it done. So up. And up again. And down. There you go. Big crunch. Lift yourself off the floor. On both movements. There we go. Love it. Keep going, guys. Good. I'm getting slowly more outshot as time evolves. Try to stay on camera. Doing well. 15 seconds to go. Make that 10. And 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, cool. Should all shake out. Got one more set to go. Remember, if you can't jump, just step. So 3, 2, 1. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Come on, keep going. No matter how many times you do something, you still need to remind yourself that it's just me kind of reciting it so I don't go wrong. If I don't go wrong, hopefully you guys don't go wrong. That's why I look at it basically. Doesn't always mean that though, does it? Really, to be fair. I could go right, you could go wrong. I could go wrong, you could go right. So 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. And then, obviously, we put it all together. All right, so just give you wrists. So just give your wrists a little bit more rest. We're going to do 2 on the bottom, so like before we go up, and then 2 at the top. Okay? Okay, makes sense. So just follow my lead. So 3, 2, 1, go. So 1, 2, and that's minimal, but all helps. And then keep going. That's it. Never be afraid to exaggerate your breathing, and you can change your hand positions around whenever you want. It's good. Up we go. You're doing well. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and there we have it. It's good. Right, awesome. Okay. Give it all a shake out. It's good. We're not at the end of the session, okay? So no celebrations. We do have some core work to go, more core work to go. And I'm not going to say it's going to get any easier, okay? Because that would be a lie. So we're going to do some modified V-sits. Okay, and the modification is relatively straightforward. All right, so the left side is going to be bent in terms of the leg. The right side is going to be straight. What's going to happen is you're going to have the arms behind your head. You're going to come up and try and touch your ankle, toes, however high you can get, basically. All right, so the higher you get, the more contraction we get at the top of the abdominals, right? So we're going to repeat that 30 seconds. Then, changing the kind of usual format up, we're just going to hold for 30 seconds. in that position. So we're going to just do, we're going to just do a 30-second static hold. Okay, and then you guessed it, with a small little rest, we're going to then just go straight into the left side. All right, cool, hopefully makes sense. Right, so get into position, make sure your lower back's flat, lift your legs up. Okay, your height might be slightly different to my height. Make sure that leg is extended, use your quadricep to extend your knee. And we're going to reach behind your back. We're going to start this in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Breathe out the top. It's good. There we go. Do not be surprised if your right leg is also getting quite fatigued. I'd expect it. And of course, it's no bad thing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold. Like I said, we're aiming for 30 seconds. Keep the knee extended. If you're really struggling to keep that knee extended, you can bend it slightly, okay? But I want you to try and keep it extended. Okay, hold that position. Push it back into the ground. Slow, controlled breathing. Just take your mind off things, okay? Keep going. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're going to switch. Yeah, so it's all on the left. You guys ready? So 3, 2, 1. Take it away. It's good. It wasn't burning after the main 3 rounds. Of course, definitely burning now, isn't it? 3, 2, 1. All right, and give it a hold. 3, 2, 1. It's good. It's good job. I've got this extra bit of hair at the back. It's quite padded actually when we go down to the ground. So keep holding. So push back into the ground. Focus on drawing in through your lower abdominals. Focus on that as much as you can. Keep holding. 8 seconds to go. Be wary of your posture. And some people lock out the legs. So what I mean posture is don't have your head off the ground. And stop. Cool. Right, and then from here we're going to alternate. Right, take a little bit of thinking. Right, so start with the right leg straight, left leg bent, and kick off in 3, 2, 1, go. So 1, switch, 2, switch, 3, switch. There we go. Keep going. There we go, we're feeling this now. Well, if you're not, I am. Don't make me laugh for the rest of the day. It's going to be hard to do. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, 30-second hold. Last one of the day. Come on, grit your teeth. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Hold in. Good. So we'll change the angle a little bit actually. So keep holding it. Heads on the floor, remember, so we're more focused on the lower abs. And we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo! Okay, that kicked in, didn't it? All right, so let's stretch, right? I'm going to grab both knees. Here we go. And then from here, we're going to roll forward. Sit up. Reach up. Big breath in. So reach to the sky. Big shoulder flexion stretch. Hold your breath. And then go forward. So slowly pull back. There we go. I'll keep holding that position. Like that. Keep going. It's good. Okay, remember as always, if you can't get to your feet, then go to what's comfortable. You know, you've got your own modifications. Most important thing is back of the knees stay extended. Okay, and then got one more to go. Feet don't move, the arms do though, so reach back behind you. Big breath in, and then big breath out. And then we'll try and go around the outside of the feet. If you can't do that, again, go around the outside of the ankles. Push yourself forward. Hold that position there. Okay, keep holding. Chin can tuck in, shoulders come round. Go. And 3, 2, 1, and stop. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Thank you, as always, for taking part in today's workout. I hope you enjoyed that. Very different, of course. As I said, it's not often that we do a session where we completely face up for the whole half an hour. Some challenging core exercises there, challenging exercise in general, I think, really, to be fair. And always remember as well, guys, if you haven't done already, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's absolutely free. There's no obligations or anything like that, and you can just basically access hundreds of great workout videos across the board in terms of what you might be looking for. So from yoga to HIIT training to strength training to just informational guidance videos to whatever you need, flexibility, everything. So all good. And yeah, I think that will be it. So guys, rest up, get some good food on board, rehydrate, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple of days for more fun games. Take care.